they're gone. They're all dead.
Ripper killed me again, Mom!
Kids.
Hey, Captains. Welcome aboard the USS Fletcher, one of the oldies but goldies in your World of Warships today. Even though she may be old, she packs great guns, strong torpedoes, and has the agility of a tiger. So how does she hold up in today's meta of gimmicks and tricks? Let's take a look at USS Fletcher with your host, Ripper.
Hey team, this is Ripper here. Hope you guys are doing fantastic today. Get a little change up here today. We're going to take a look back at one of my favorite destroyers, and it's still shown to be very, very powerful and strong in these days of World of Warships and ranked, especially in the background you're seeing here is the USS Fletcher. Yes, absolutely. Based off of, actually a lot of ships are based off the Fletcher class. As you can see, the USS Johnston, GQ Johnny. You got the Fletcher, you got the Kid kind of, similar design, slightly different. But if you notice, if you look at the Fletcher, it's the iconic American destroyer look. I mean, most destroyers kind of look like this, the USS Kidd, Johnson, and so forth that we talked about. And man, oh man, it's still fun. It's still powerful. It's got everything. As a good starter destroyer player, that I definitely would recommend to try this ship out. And really, take a gander at it so you can kind of get used to how it plays and how to get the role of a destroyer in today's World of Warships and how to utilize that strategy. And it really, really is a grid trainer. Right off the bat, engaging what we're supposed to do as a good destroyer player is the other destroyer player. So right there is Jaeger, very annoying European destroyer line. And you can see the shells are pretty, average. They're average enough for you to, not too hard, not too easy, just right for you to learn how ballistic shell trajectories work. They're comfortable enough for you to, as a starter beginner player, to play with and fire and engage. And, pretty awesome right there. And that's how we scare off the Jaeger. But as always, before you're going to subscribe button below, appreciate all the supporters of the channel. Smash those buttons, leave a comment. Thanks for stopping by, and I hope you enjoy the show. And let's get back to USS Fletcher here. Now, what makes this thing so strong? And really, honestly, I think that the biggest thing is the fact that it is a, I compare it to the Daring kind of style where it is the great utility all-around fighter-destroyer player. It does everything you need it to do, has all the equipment required for that role. And the only thing I would really argue that it lacks is the heal. Now, obviously, the U.S. destroyer line doesn't have any heals except for the Laffy. And really, that's it. And I wish they would give the destroyer line some kind of heals because it would make it really powerful and strong. But hey, it can hold its own. Look at that. So the gun's 127mm standard single barrel that you get out of everything right there. AP, I don't really use it too much, but the good thing that it has is the torpedoes. 10.5 kilometers, 19,000 damage, 69 knots, 7.5 reaction time. Very, very strong, potent. It's a good enough distance that 10.5 is just about enough where you need it for this range in this playstyle. And of course, you got the long-lasting American smokes. You get 3 of them, and of course, engine boost plus 8%. As you can see, the speed on this thing is pretty dang amazing for what you need. It's 40 knots with engine boost, lasts a long time, and it's really that great all-around scouter, fighter, hunter, killer, destroyer. It can duke on its own with other destroyer players. You got to be careful though. Without any heals, you cannot just, like I said, just duke it out for too long. And then, of course, you can use the smoke to spam or cover other of allies in their engagements and they're pushing up. And, of course, here's the bread and butter of the torpedoes right there as well. Again, very, very well-rounded, all-around destroyer. And it really does allow the DD main to really utilize the majority of its powers and your pros and your strengths to your advantage to get yourself into positions, get your team that advantage, and it's just incredibly powerful and amazing. And I really enjoy it. The Fletcher line is still powerful in today's World of Warships, and especially in ranked. Playing in ranked, it's amazing. I've won so many games in Fletcher, and I'm surprised because you would think that it doesn't have any superior gimmicks or anything like that. It just does, and look at that, boom. I'm telling, there it is, first blood and devastating strike on the Jaeger, eliminating one of the destroyer players. And look at this, the torpedoes reach out and even touch another one right there on the Mount Hoiful. And like I said, this is a very, very powerful destroyer in that regard, where you can just lay down a wall of torpedoes. You can lay down a wall of lead. You can lay down a wall of smoke. It really is, like I said, that all-around fighter. So powerful. We're debating right now what we're going to do. We're going to go loud and go proud and see if we can take on Musashi, Tier 9 Yamato. And let's see if we can start a fire on him. He starts a lot of fires as well, so I've noticed that as a very strength. Notice we're getting engaged by Monteuffel's secondary, so we'll pop the smoke. So this is exactly the flexibility that you need in a destroyer, where you can just go undetected immediately, you can lay some smoke, and then you can still be in the fight, firing down shells from a distance and in safe cover, allowing yourself to not only put down suppressive fire, but also become that annoying destroyer nuisance that everybody hates, and it causes teams to really just get flustered, run all over the place, make bad mistakes. And like I said, very, very strong and versatile. We got Valparaiso over here, we got Monteufel coming at us, and we got Musashi right now. I'm trying to get a fire on Monteufel before he rushes us. Most likely he's probably going to rush us because he's the only one that's got the hydro in the area. So let's see if a torpedo gets him right here. But again, this is kind of like what you're doing really in Fletcher, and you're just engaging floaty shells, very, very floaty shells, very difficult to shoot out a distance. Would not recommend a long-range gun build on this thing. This is a comfortable distance, 12 kilometers, just enough for these Fletcher kind of style guns. And yeah, they do what they got to do. It just starts a little fires. I wish they were double barrel, but unfortunately we don't get that. Be too overpowered, I guess, if you call it that. All right, let's see. I know that Monteufel, he hasn't been spotted. He's not firing. He's probably rushing us with his Hydra. So all my ships are in the back, and I'm the one in front. Most likely, he's probably pushing us. Let's see. If we get outside the smoke, yeah, there he is. And that's why I know that, hey, if he's coming at us, let's see if we can be more useful spot and torp from range and distance. I'm calling also the shots here is that, hey, let's focus fire on players. That's exactly what you need to be doing as a destroyer player, constantly spotting and torping, as well as calling out shots and calling for focus fire. Okay, we're going to hide behind this wall of smoke. It's like a mobile island that I set up. Notice I'm not spotted here. Again, very simple, using smoke and island cover to your advantage. That's the power of the USS destroyer line. See if we can get another fire going on this guy right now, and that would be a perma fire, hopefully. He's almost dead. He's only got 11,000 HP left, and damage some modules. We don't. Darn. Okay, wait a sec. We got spotted. How did we get spotted? How in the world did we get spotted? That means there is a destroyer player around here. I mean, if I wasn't spotted from the smoke of the mountain, I mean, there's something over here that is spotting me, which is probably the Z-46, probably the only last destroyer in there. So we got to be careful now. There's something in this area. Ooh, combat scout. That means we were doing our job. We were spotting. 81,000 damage. Now we're going to go try to kill and cap at the same time. So let's see if we can push forward here. Musashi goes down. We get a assisted ribbon. I know that Monteufel's coming around the corner, so you got to keep an eye out for him. Let's see. We'll launch a couple. Ooh, there he is. Of course, we knew that was going to happen. We're going to launch a couple torpedoes in the general direction. We got our smoke ready, so we're going to go loud and proud right now. And let's see if we can blow this guy up before we get shot at. There it is. So he fires. That means he's going to have a smoke penalty, smoke firing penalty. Oh, never mind. Good job, Lepanto. I love doing that. I love like literally causing players to fire at me, and then they just get blapped by somebody else. I mean, that is the ultimate power of distraction that you do in a destroyer player. I actually think that's another type of gameplay that most people forget, is to distract the enemy team, causing them to make major mistakes, and it really just shows off. Because remember, you have other players that have bigger guns than you. If you're a destroyer player, most likely there are other ships that have bigger guns. Get them to use those and utilize that to your advantage. And that means that they shoot without being shot at, which means they're aiming unimpeded, and that allows them to take nice, accurate shots that then deletes, like you saw there, the Monteufel, which was a threat to us. So you can use your teammates to help you out. So it's pretty amazing right there. All right, this game is pretty much won right here. I mean, as you can see, the Fletcher is so freaking powerful. The amount of damage we did on the Bravo cap, outstanding. And now we're just going to rush at Z-46 right here. Probably just going to kill him and go one-on-one gunboating. We're pretty much won the game. 3,000 health. Look, my team survived just by us holding back Bravo cap, distracting him, causing the enemy team just to get flustered, and allowing us to take great shots. Let's see here. One-on-one. Yep, well, one-on-one. This Z-46 right here, not a fair fight. But, hey, we got 3,000 health, so it's probably fair now. But look at all those shells, man. I'm telling you, just constant raining of shells. And then Come on, baby. This should be our kill. Oh, that was our kill right there. That's okay. Mogador and I working together, taking out the destroyers, and that is how you win the game. USS Fletcher, guys. Check it out. I definitely recommend it. It's a great, great destroyer. Even in today's 2025, moving on to 2026, the power of USS Fletcher. Devastating strike, combat scout, and of course, the first blood achievement. How did we do in the team? Number 1 in the team with the USS Fletcher. Amazing, amazing work that this thing can do, and its stats speak for itself. As always, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Smash those buttons, leave a comment, and the build will be at the end of the video. As always, if you see me out there, make sure you say hello, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care. Cheers.